Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty funny one. It's nothing too crazy, but it could have gone a lot worse, and I'm just going to tell you about it. So today's story time topic is definitely the biggest simp I've ever met in my entire life. Well, kind of met. This guy was a king of simps, if I do say so myself. He was like the master of simps. Now you're probably like, Austin, what classifies somebody as the master of simps? How do you rank someone that high up in your list? Well, I'm going to tell you about it today, okay? So this story time all starts off as a normal day. Very recently, actually, probably about 3 months ago. I'm sitting in my room, and one of my friends on Discord hits me up on there. He DMs me, and he's like, yo, man, I need a 10th for Among Us. Can you hop in my game? And I'm like, yeah, man, why not? Now, I'm sure all of you know what Among Us is. If you don't, just Google it, because Google will explain it way better than I could. So anyway, yeah, my friend drags me to this call with like a bunch of people in it who I've never met before. And I join the call, and this guy has his webcam on in the call. The only person with his webcam on. And this guy, let me say, I'll search for a photo to put on the screen to try and represent what he looked like. And listen, I don't judge people's appearances. The only reason I'm kind of making a joke of this right now is because this guy was a class A dickhead. So anyway, I get in this call, and he has his webcam on, and I can immediately tell upon meeting him, he was a dickhead. I joined the call to him making fun of my friend for pretty much no reason, just being a dickhead. So I join, and I see this, and I hear this, and I'm like, hey, like, chill out, stop arguing. He goes, who the fuck are you, bro? I'm like, I'm Austin, I'm your 10th. He goes, oh, well, I didn't invite you, so what the fuck are you doing in my call? And he kicks me out of the call. I'm like, okay, King Neckbeard, two can play at that game. So I tell my friend to add me back on the call, and I join in, and he's like, oh, look who's back, Mr. Luna, big shot YouTuber guy. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, can we just play? So I get on the sus game Among Us where everybody fucking vents and yells at each other, and I join the game with them, and we start playing. Now I have to mention this next part because it's important for later. There was 3 girls in our game and in the call, okay? I didn't know this, but one of the girls was dating Mr. Neckbeard simp guy, okay? This guy had his e-girlfriend in the call. So we start playing Among Us, and of course, I get imposter first because I'm a fucking lucky little bitch. And we start playing the game, okay? And I get imposter first. So naturally, your boy follows Mr. Neckbeard in a navigation and straight slaughters him. Just straight stabs him in the back and vents out of there because I hated that guy already. Now, of course, I'm a dumbass and I vented into a room with someone in there without knowing it and got caught. But it's okay. I got that dude out and that's all that mattered. Fast forward to the next game, this dude's e-girlfriend gets imposter, and I catch her killing somebody, right? So I call a meeting, and I'm like, yo, this girl just killed somebody, and I say her name, and Mr. Neckbeard steps up, and he's like, bro, no she didn't. I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Neckbeard, I didn't accuse you, I accused the woman. And he goes, did you just call her a woman? I was like, I just meant like she's a girl, I wasn't trying to be a dick. He's like, dude, she has a fucking name, homie. And I was like, okay, my bad. And then he's like, no, it's not okay. And then his girlfriend interrupts him, and she's like, just relax. Like, I know Luna was joking. He didn't mean anything by it. You're overreacting. And he's like, whatever. And he mutes. He just deafens in the middle of a call. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So we keep playing the game, and tensions are high the entire time because this guy hates me for whatever reason. So anyway, fast forward to after the games are done. We're all just sitting in a call, taking a break, kind of talking to each other, getting to know each other more. And the entire time, Mr. Neckbeard is not talking. He's just sitting there. He's not having a good time. He's clearly still upset with me. So I try and be the bigger person, right? I kind of take a stand. I'm like, hey, man, like, are you good? Like, I don't want any, like, beef between us. I'm just trying to have a fun time with everybody in here. And he's like, I get it, man. I just don't like it when somebody joins my call with an ego because he has followers and thinks he can just do and say whatever he wants because he's popular and can get away with it. And I'm like, no, man, you got it all wrong. I'm just naturally a dumbass. I would say and do the same exact things if I didn't have a YouTube channel with subscribers. He goes, I don't believe that. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm just me. He goes, well, I don't like you. And I go, well, honestly, man, likewise, but I'm trying to like you, so can you just give me a chance, please? And he goes, no, and he leaves the call. And I'm like, okay, have a good day. And his girlfriend speaks up. She's like, I'm so sorry about him. I think he's just jealous. I think that he sees you, like, online and stuff, and he might think that you're going to try and, like, make a move on me or something. And I'm like, why would he think that? And she's like, I don't know, he has jealousy problems. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. So anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks, nothing else really happened. I didn't talk to those people since then, besides my one friend who dragged me in the call. And I'm sitting in my room on my computer 2 weeks later, and my phone is on my bed behind me. and I'm just on my computer browsing through Twitter, and my phone behind me starts going off like crazy, like so many notifications all at once, just won't stop. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is odd. Usually nobody texts me. Why is my phone going off so much? And I grab my phone and I check the notifications, and they're all Twitter notifications from my friend, like all DMs, just spamming me, being like, I'm coming for you next. And he starts sending me like my phone number and stuff. And I open up his Twitter and I realize he got hacked. Somebody hacked my friend. This is the same friend that invited me to that Among Us game 2 weeks ago. So I'm thinking, like, who would hack my friend? Like, he has like 40 followers on Twitter. Like, why would somebody do this? And why would they come for me next? Like, why would they get him first and then me? Like, I feel like if I was a hacker, I would go for the account with 500,000 followers first before hacking somebody with 40. So anyway, I messaged this hacker back who's on my friend's account. And I'm like, why would you hack my friend? Like, what did he do? And he responds almost instantly. And he's like, he's your friend. And that's enough for me to do what I did. And I'm like, so you hacked him because he's my friend? That's not very nice. And he goes, I'm not very nice. And I go, yeah, you're a little bitch. And he responds in all capitals, you're done, Austin. You're fucking done. So I just block him because my friend's account was, compromised. And I message my friend and I'm like, yo, man, your Twitter's hacked. Someone hacked it. And he goes, what the hell? Why would someone do that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I have no clue. But apparently they're coming for me next. He goes, shit, dude, change your passwords. I'm like, yeah, I plan on it. So anyway, after this happens, a couple days go by. I don't get hacked. I'm thinking like, okay, did the hacker give up? Like, can he not hack me? What's happening, right? And then that day, I get a text message from my friend, the one who got hacked. And he goes, dude, you're not going to fucking believe this. And he sends me a picture message of a screenshot of his hacked Twitter because it was still hacked. And it was a selfie from the hacker, and it was just captioned with the word selfie, winky face, and it's Mr. Neckbeard taking a selfie holding up the peace sign. And I'm like, no way. And I just start dying laughing. This man was still so angry at me that he was hacking my friend for dragging me in the call and then trying to hack me because he thought that I was trying to make a move on his girlfriend or something. So naturally, I start dying laughing. I call my friend on FaceTime. We both start laughing. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not hacked yet, so I don't think he can hack me. So I'm going to have some fun with this. So I go and I unblock my friend's Twitter, and I DM Mr. Neckbeard. And I said, hey, Mr. Neckbeard, how you doing? And he goes, I'm doing great. You won't be doing good when I get your account. And I'm like, you can't get my account. He goes, oh, yeah? Watch me. I'm like, dude, I've been watching for 2 days. Nothing's happened. He goes, just you wait, dude. You're going to fucking hate me. I'm like, you know what? I don't like your attitude. I think I'm going to tell somebody about this. He goes, oh yeah, who are you going to tell? And I block the account again, and I get on Discord, and I add his girlfriend on Discord. And after she adds me back, I call her. And I'm like, hey, your boyfriend, he's still very angry with me, and he doesn't like my friend either because he added me to that call. And he hacked my friend on Twitter, and now he's trying to hack me. Can you please just tell him to calm down? And she goes, what? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, he's being real immature. So I show her the screenshots of him taking the selfie on my friend's Twitter and all this stuff. And she's like, that's fucking it. He's out of control. And I didn't know she was going to do this, but she dumped him. Yeah, he went from down bad to down atrocious. He was pissed. He started throwing a fit on my friend's Twitter. He started threatening to hurt me. He was not happy. Needless to say, very upset. But he stopped trying to hack me because he knew that he couldn't, and because he didn't want his girlfriend to dump him forever. And in an attempt to get his girlfriend back, he gave me my friend's Twitter info back. And I gave that to my friend, and my friend got his Twitter back and secured it. And needless to say, Mr. Neckbeard had been defeated forever. He was done. Now, even though I don't like Mr. Neckbeard, Mr. King Simp, I'm not a fan of him. He did end up getting his girlfriend back, so I guess he had a happy ending as well. So I guess that's good. Hopefully he learned to not mess around so much and stop being so toxic, because clearly he learned that his actions can have consequences. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story of the simp that tried to hack me. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you don't leave a like, I'm going to hire the Simp King, aka Mr. Neckbeard, aka the notorious anonymous hacker himself, to come after each and every one of you, okay? Just kidding, but seriously, if you liked the video, leave a like on the video. I appreciate y'all. I have a new song coming out this month. Yeah, that's going to be dope. Thank you all for your continuous support. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
Pace on back, I don't wanna look back, I don't want it like that. I've been going too fast, all the girls like that. And the fake ones wanna see my pulse go flat. And my day ones know I'ma pace on back.